We're here from the Asian Am community. 247. Oh wait, we're gonna get hit by a car. What's the plan for today, guys?
Getting boba from one or multiple locations, and we're gonna talk about boba. It's gonna be great.
I love boba. Hey, Daniel, do you love boba?
I love boba.
Caitlin, you like boba? I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest boba guy.
China is universally called the origin of tea and introduced the drink to England, where the British began drinking their tea with milk and sugar. Milk tea originated in Britain, and at some point during the late Qing dynasty, milk tea was popularized into the Chinese mainland. During the Dutch colonization of Taiwan, the British way of drinking milk and sugar with their tea was introduced and quickly became popular. In 1987, Miss Lin Shuwei was sitting in a staff meeting working for a tea house in Taiwan. For fun, she poured her sweet tapioca pudding into her iced tea and drank it. Everyone in the meeting loved it, and within a few months, bubble tea outsold all their other iced teas. Within 30 years, bubble tea has become extremely popular. Market size of boba is predicted to increase from $2.4 billion in 2019 to $4.3 billion by 2027. And boba culture, aka boba life, continues to pick up steam.
As previously discussed in class, a very big topic considering Asian American communities is authenticity, especially as it comes to cuisine in different restaurants. However, when considering these big academic topics, it can be difficult to approach them in a real-world lens. Today, we're going to examine this topic of authenticity in cuisine in one of the more popular trends around the Evanston area, boba tea, as 6 different boba locations have opened in Evanston in previous years.
The rise of boba in our town of Evanston, especially in the last few years, has been exponential. Evanston is now home to 6 primary different shops selling boba right around Northwestern's campus. We wanted to take a look into how each boba store came to be. In July of 2021, Happy Lemon opened its doors in downtown Evanston, shaking up the boba competition. In 2014, Happy Lemon successfully became the world's most recognized and respected tea culture brand with more than 2,000 locations across 21 countries, including the US, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, South Korea, Japan, Dubai, Philippines, and many more. One of the earliest of the stores on our boba list is Joy Yee's. Created by business partners James Tai and Jennifer Au, Joy Yee's was a restaurant that sold generic items like chop suey and egg foo young in the early 90s. On her trips to Hong Kong, Au discovered bubble tea that had spread from Taipei and put it on her menu in 1998. They found the drinks to be a complete success, especially with Asian college students who heard about boba from their friends on the east and west coasts. Next on our list of Evanston boba shops is none other than the famous boba chain Kung Fu Tea. KFT is one of the largest boba chains in the country. Found in Queens, New York on April 30th, 2010. They opened their first Chicago franchise in 2014 in Chinatown and opened their Evanston location soon after. KFT was the first boba shop in Evanston that specialized in just boba, and for years was the primary place to grab the sweet sugary drink. The next boba shop to make its appearance around the Northwestern campus was Tealicious. Tealicious held its grand opening on June 10, 2019. Owned by Chinese and Taiwanese immigrants, the family business opened to fulfill husband Jun Zong's vision for a health-focused bubble tea store that maintained traditional Taiwanese flavors. In the summer of 2022, Moge Tea was the newest boba spot to open up in downtown Evanston. Their distinct usage of fresh fruit and yogurt definitely makes it one of the pricier options. Having been established in 2012, Moge Tea is one of the more recent boba chains with a few hundred stores around the world. The last boba shop on our list is Tea Bar Boba, recently renamed Boba Heaven. Owned by 21-year-old and 19-year-old cousins, Boba Heaven offers Turkish coffee and smoothies as well as small snacks and crepes. Boba Heaven definitely has a more modern aesthetic and has a menu thoughtfully catered towards a younger college environment.
In conclusion, boba is exploding across the United States, and it has been for years. Asian Americans have known about this for years and engaged with it for much longer, but now more Americans are being exposed to it as a result. A key reason that so many have opened in Evanston recently is because of college students' populations. An affluent student community will go to their local boba shop with friends, similar to how others would attend a coffee shop. It's part of the vibe. But in doing so, there's a question of authenticity for a lot of these brands. Which ones are simply capitalizing on populations as mentioned before, and which ones are actually authentic? For example, is Boba Heaven considered authentic considering its ownership? What about a chain like Happy Lemon? And are customers considering authenticity when choosing a location? These are all elements to consider when going to your local boba shop.